Welcome back to the channel. So this is Expert Funda and you are watching on the YouTube. So today we are solving a Leetcode 2302 problem of Leetcode. This is came from the daily Leetcode question on Saturday, I think Sunday, and the question is saying that Leetcode 2302 is count the subarray with score less than k. Okay. And this is a classic sliding window problem. So let's dive into the intuition. Okay, so you pause this video and go through the statement. Okay. So the problem statement is saying that we have given an array of positive integers, right, and value k, right, as you can see in the example here, right, means we have given an array of positive integers and a value k. You need to count how many non-empty subarray have their score less than k, right? As you can see, the score of the array is defined as, means the score of the array is like what, all the elements, and how many elements is there, that it is getting multiplied and is coming 75, right? Means you need to count how many non-empty subarray have their score less than k, and the score is defined as the sum of array and the length of the subarray. This is the sum of subarray, right? We will do the sum of subarray and the length of the subarray, which we will multiply this, that is called the score. Okay, means this is what, this is the sum of subarray and this is the length of the subarray, and then we will get the score, right? So, and the statement is here, it is already written, right? And the subarray is a contiguous sequence of element within an array. Okay, so I hope you understand the statements, and try to, if you not understand the problem statements, please pause it and try to understand the problem statement. Okay, now think about the intuition, right? So the brute force, and first we should go with the brute force, and you should understand the optimization. Okay, so as you can see, the explanation is giving that there are 6 subarrays having a score less than 10 are, these are the subarrays and its score are like this. And so if you'll do the, if you'll calculate these things, right, you will observe these are the subarray whose score is less than 10, and it's also mentioning that, note that the subarray such that these are, these and these are not considered because their score are 10 and 36, which is more than 10, not less than this. Okay, so the intuition is like, we want to find how many non-empty subarray having a score less than k, right? And the score of the subarray is, how we are going to find the sum of the elements and then the length of the subarray, right? So we have to understand the brute force first, right? So that we can talk in interview, right? Means how we are thinking, what is the easiest solution we can provide, right? So namely, checking all the subarrays would take O n square, right, which is too slow. As you can see, if we'll go through the naive approach, right, and we will check all the subarrays, it will become O of n square, right? Because we will take two loop of the array, right, and we'll try to find all the subarrays, we'll check all the subarrays, and that will take O of n square, right? And it is become a too slow, right? This become, for the big input it will become slow, right? And so instead of going through the naive approach, or you can say the brute force, right, we will use the sliding window approach. Okay, if you heard of the sliding window technique, that's very good. Otherwise you can go to the you can move to my other topics, or you can say what you can say playlist, where you can find the sliding window techniques that I have already explained. Okay, or what I'll do, I'll comment that video into our channel in the comment of this video. Okay, so expand the window by including elements what we are doing in the sliding window, we will expand the window by including elements. So if the score becomes too large, we will shrink from the left. Okay, and for every position j, what we will do, the number of valid subarray, we will find j minus I plus 1. If you are aware with the sliding window approach, right, so that we will do, right, means what we are trying to do, we will go through the sliding window approach, that will be called optimize idea, and we will slide a window I to j, right. So first of all, whenever you are in the interview, try to explain the brute force approach, provide the problem why we are not going to implement with the brute force, because it's too slow, and then you give your idea that I can optimize the code and we can use the sliding window, where we can take two loops I and j, right, two variables I and j, and we will slide the window and will expand it when it's possible, right. So three things we will do. First, we will take the running sum, we'll keep a running sum. If the windows score is becoming less more than k, the given k, right, we will shrink from the left and move I forward until the score is less than k. Okay, so for every time we will fix j, right, and the number of valid subarray, we will find y how j is equal to j minus I plus 1, and you will get your result. So this two pointer, or you can say sliding window technique, will take open square time. Okay, means we will expand the window by including elements. If the score becomes too large, we will shrink from the left, and for every position j, the number of valid subarray will become what, this I minus j minus I plus 1, and that will be our subarrays. Okay, so what we should do, like our plan to write the code will be, first of all, we'll initialize two variable I and j, we'll take running sum and the result, and this result we have to return. So what we should do, we should expand the window by including num of j in the sum, while the current sum, we will take sum into j minus I plus 1. If it is too big, greater than equal to k, we will shrink the window from left, we'll remove nums of I from the sum, and we'll move I plus plus, and then we'll add the number of valid subarray ending at j to find the result j minus I plus 1, and we'll return this result, right. So until we reach at the end, we'll follow this thing. Okay, so you can pause this video here and you can try by yourself the given code that we have given, you can try by yourself. Okay, right. So first of all, what you have to observe in your thing, right, like when you are going to write the Java code that we have given, right. So initialize two pointer I and j, track the running sum, right, then expand by adding nums at j, and then shrink if the score crosses the k, add the number of the valid subarrays, right, and try to do code by code, right, means you put your nums means array and k, and then check what are the valids are coming, right. So let's go with this example that we have given 2 1 4 3 5, right. So this is the first example that we had given, and the k is 10, right. So there should be a 6 sub arrays, as you can see here, and valid sub arrays, you can say, that is less than equal to 10. So in the step 1, if we are taking two variables, right, I and j, so initially I is 0, right, when I is 0, j is also 0, means we will start from I and j from this index. Okay, I and j will start from this index, and so the element in this window is only one, what, 2, and so the window element is 2 here, right. If you'll do the sum, right, you will find the sum what, 2, correct, and so the length of this subarray is 1, right, and so the score will become what, 2. How you are going to find the score? You already aware with that, right, and like you can take step 2, you can take a step 2, and then you can move ahead, right? So now if the score is not exceeding more than k, means we'll increase the j. Now I will be here and j will move to here. I is at 2, j is moving from 2 to 1, right? And so the window element become what? 2, 1. And if we'll do the sum, 2 plus 1 is 3, and length is what? 2, because there is 2 element. And so the score become what? Previous 2, now it becomes 6. The score is 6 here, right? And the result count, we are also increasing, because this is also score is valid, this is also score is valid, so we'll count 2, right? Okay, you understand the things, right? How we are calculating these things, right? Okay, so the score we are calculating is how? Remember, right? J minus I plus 1. J minus I plus 1 we are doing, and then we are checking, right? And we are also doing what? We are also doing what? Score of the subarray. How we are finding the score here? Sum of elements. Let's suppose if we'll talk about the 2. What is the sum of element? Sum of element is 2, and the length is what? 1. So 2 into 1 is what? 2. Here the window element is what? 2 and 1. 2 and 1, if we'll do plus, is 3. So 3 into 2 is 6. So just multiply sum and length, you will get the score, right? At 7, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 7, 3. Like that, you will calculate like this. So when we will shrink the window, means when we exceed the score. So here is we are exceeding the score because 21 is greater than k. So when 21 is greater than k, right, greater than k, then we will increase the I. So now till here I was at here and j came till 4, right? Now we will shrink the window from 2 to 1. Now I is at what? 1 and j is at 4. And so at step 4, when I is at 1, j is at 2, the window is 1, 4. You got my point? Now you will do the sum. 1 plus 4 is 5, and the length is what? 2. Now multiply 5 and 2, you will get the 10. Now it is greater than equal to 10, means the score is exceeding, right? And so we will shrink the window. Now we'll increase the I again. Now I will move from 1 to 4. So now I and j both are at what? 4. So at 5, I and j both are at index 2, and so the current window is 4. And so if you do the sum, you will get 4. Length is 1. If you multiply, you will take this count. The score is valid, right? So like this, you will continue this till the all the elements till you reach to the last index, right? And you will get the value. And so if you do the count, you will see that you will see that total subarray that we have got is what? 6. Okay, and so this is the way we have to write the code, right? So now it's time to understand the code. Okay, so first of all, we have given nums, we have given, and k we have given, right? So now what we will do, we have given the nums, so we will find the nums dot length, you will get the n length, and then you will write a result to return the final answer. Okay, means you have given nums and k, so you can write the n, you can find the length n using nums dot length, and result you will provide, so that you at the end you will return the result, right? For I is equal to 0, we will take two pointer, left pointer and right pointer. So I and j, as we have talked, to find the total sum. This is the running sum of the current window, total sum. So we we will initialize outside the loop, outside the window. Okay, so we'll start the window by initializing I and j, right? So when we will increase the I, if the window we have to shrink, right, then we will increase the I, otherwise we'll increase the j itself. So the first to do is to expand the window by adding nums, right? How we are going to expand the window? So we have like we will do nums at j will keep adding from I to j. From the window, all the elements will add into the sum, total sum, right? Now we'll check the window, right? So now we'll check the score. So the next to do is, while the current window score is greater than equal to k, we will shrink the window, right? So how we are going to check? So you know total sum and we'll multiply the length, right? J minus I plus 1, that will call the length, right? This part is your length and this is the sum of elements in the subarray. That is greater than equal to k, means we have the valid score or not. If this is not the valid score, then we will, if not valid score, then we will shrink the window, means we will increase the I, but we will reduce what? The nums at I. Okay, and so we will, next what we will do, we'll find the result. How we'll find the result? J minus I plus 1 will keep adding into the result, and finally you will return the result, right? And that's it, guys. So we solved it efficiently, and you can see it has taken off in time. So if you found this helpful, right, if you find this video helpful, please smash the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and please comment if you have any doubts in this video, and if you want any problem to be solved, please ping me in the comment box, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so see you the next time, and happy coding.